All right, good morning, everybody. I first off just want to say I hope you all received my email about my email having problems. So if you haven't gotten a hold of me or if you sent an email and I didn't respond back, it's very unlike me. I think there was a setting in my D12 that was kind of strange, so I've changed it and I'm hoping that for some reason I will keep receiving all the emails I'm supposed to. So I don't think I was. So if you sent an email, I didn't respond, please resend it. I never want you guys feeling like I don't want to talk to you via email because I absolutely do. And if you ever have questions, that's what I suggest doing. So for this week, we have quiz number 4, and that comes out of 2 chapters from your textbook actually, and that's under content. The first week it tells you exactly what comes from the book. There's speech of the week number 5. Nothing different there, still discussion, commenting on a few peers. I noticed some of you are better than others. If it kind of keeps up that way, I'm going to have to start taking points away for not responding to peers because I really think discussion is important. Discussion post number 7, and discussion post number 7 this week is actually just to form groups. We are doing a group speech. I posted that last week, all the information on it, just so you wouldn't be like, group speech online. And it does sound strange. How are we going to accomplish this? But really, I'm always blown away by how well people do with the group speech and how people find it's kind of a positive experience for the most part. So hopefully you guys will have a good experience with it. But the discussion post for the week is just going to be finding a group of 3 or 4. So it's got to be 3 or 4. No less, no more. And you are just going to come up with a group advocacy topic. Now, what I really suggest that you do, instead of saying, we're going to advocate that people shouldn't text and drive, that is getting a bit persuasive. And we've already done persuasive. So what we suggest you do is you find a group that needs advocating for. So maybe you're really passionate about families of divorce, or you think you want to talk about some type of the negative things that are happening with divorce, or something along those lines. Instead of thinking about the topic in that way, think of what group of people can we stand up for, or what thing can we stand up for. So rather than talking about divorce, maybe talk about advocating for children of divorce, or advocating for veterans, or any type of group that you think needs, or cause that needs advocating for. And a lot of time it's easiest just for me to think about it in the form of a group, children of divorce. I'm trying to think of some other ones we've had over the years. People, Save the Whales is a good thesis, if you're going to advocate for that group or that cause. And just like your persuasive speech, the assignment due this week is the group topics. So your group, you're going to first form your group, and that's how you get discussion post number 7 points. And then once you form it, you guys are going to come up with 3 potential causes or groups that you want to advocate for. And then you're just going to do exactly what you did for the persuasive. It's the topic assignment. You write the 3 topics and you give a 150 to 300 word justification. If there's 3 people in your group, each person could probably do one. And it's just kind of simple because then you can just turn it in. But be discussing with your group during the discussion post this week. And that's how you get those points. There will also be a discussion post 7A, and you're all thinking, what is that? Well, next week we have a midterm, and people oftentimes really stress about the midterm, but it's basically just over the textbook and the quiz content up until this point. So it'll be from quiz 1 to quiz 4. But what I like to do is I'm going to give the discussion post 7A option this week. You don't have to do it. You don't have to post to it. But what it is it's called a create your own midterm discussion post. And if you would like to go into the content of any of those areas, come up with a question and come up with the answers, it is highly likely that I will use it in the midterm. And then it's awesome because your entire class sees the question and answer, and then you see it on the midterm. So I'm always a little bit shocked when not a lot of people end up doing that discussion post because it doesn't take much time and it's basically a free point on the quiz, or on the midterm. So I'd suggest doing that. That's a good idea. But as far as getting with groups, you don't ever need to meet in person. The group assignment, just to give you a little more of an idea, is just basically a group PowerPoint. You come up with a speech and then you record audio and paste it into a PowerPoint. And it's pretty easy to do just with each other through computer or just through email and shooting the PowerPoint here. And usually one person will kind of take over and say, I'm going to just put the PowerPoint together and then the content kind of comes from everyone. Splitting up the work comes from everyone. I opened up the group information for the group speech last week, and it's open this week, and there's several documents that just say, here's exactly what the group speech is, this is exactly when this is due, this is exactly when this is due, and so you really hopefully shouldn't have too many questions on it. If you do, you should email me because I plan to get the email now. So if you have any questions whatsoever, just go ahead and shoot me an email on that. But group topics, so get in a group, 3 or 4. Just do that in the discussion post, then you'll get those points as long as you're finding a group. And then decide what are some things we think would be important. Swap emails. You can swap cell phones or however you guys feel comfortable. You guys can just use the discussion board. I have a different discussion board in D2L you can use, or you can talk via email. It's kind of up to you. But this week, quiz 4, speech of the week number 5, discussion post 7, which basically means get in a group of 3 or 4, and the group topic assignment. Upload it to the Dropbox. You each need to upload your own, okay? One person can't just say, oh, I'll do it and upload it, and then we all get the points. You all have to do it. So other than that, you can post in discussion post 7A to get a free midterm question if you can come up with one. Any questions? Go ahead and shoot me an email because I'm hopeful that it's working a little better now. I hope you're all having a great Monday, and I hope you have a great week. See you later, guys.